Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we'll talk about the highly anticipated film Avatar 3. Yes, you read that correctly.
Just tell you they got family.
You cannot ask this. The children, everything they've ever known, the forest. This is our home.
The third installment of the Avatar franchise is in the works, and we have our first look at what we can expect. So without further ado, let's get started. While Avatar: The Way of Water is relatively easy to dominate the box office and become the third highest grossing film of all time, Avatar 3 will be the true litmus test for the franchise's longevity. Director James Cameron has long stated that the success of his Avatar films is heavily dependent on their financial success. And after admitting that he's pretty much committed to making Avatar 4 and 5, this third installment could be the one that makes or breaks the series. Cameron now has 3 of the top 4 films of all time, with The Way of Water joining Avatar and Titanic on that list. Given the film's track record, it's easy to see why everyone is expecting Avatar 3 to pull off a similar box office miracle. The third Avatar film was shot concurrently with the sequel, and assuming no post-production delays, will be ready for release in December 2024. There are 2 more films planned after the third, so whatever the threequel delivers, there will be plenty of mysteries to solve. While we await our next trip to Pandora, here's everything you need to know about Avatar 3. Avatar 3 release date. When will Avatar 3 hit theaters? To cut a long story short, Avatar 3 will be released in theaters on December 20, 2024, barring any post-production delays. The threequel was moved every time the sequel was, so it had a string of release dates. However, it was shot concurrently with The Way of Water, implying that Avatar 3 filming is now complete. Both films were shot between September 2017 and December 2020, but the third film still requires a significant amount of post-production work. Avatar 4 is scheduled to arrive on December 18, 2026, and Avatar 5 on December 22, 2028. The fourth film has already begun filming with the younger cast, but there is still work to be done. Furthermore, production on the fifth film has yet to begin. The fifth film, on the other hand, has a finished script, Avatar 3 cast. Who will return for Avatar 3? Given that Avatar 3 was shot concurrently with the sequel, we already have some confirmed returns for the next film, including Sam Worthington as Jake Sully and Zoe Saldaña as Neytiri. The sequel introduced us to the extended Sully family, but they'll be missing a member in the third film, as Neteyam, Jamie Flatters, was shot and killed during the dramatic climax of The Way of Water. When the Sully family interacts with the Spirit Tree, there's a chance we'll see flashbacks or even Neteyam, but he's dead. Every other Sully member survived, so we'll see Britt and Dalton as their second son Loak, Trinity Jo-Li Bliss as their youngest child Tuktiri, and their adopted daughter Kiri, played by Sigourney Weaver, who is Dr. Grace Augustine's Avatar's biological daughter. Miles Spider Socorro, a Pandora-born human who was revealed to be Quaritch's son, will also be reprised by Jack Champion. At the end of the sequel, he saved his father's life, but chose to return to the Sully family. In terms of Spider's father, Stephen Lang will reprise his role as Colonel Miles Quaritch, who has become a recombinant, a Na'vi avatar imbued with Quaritch's memories. He now has even more reason to seek vengeance, having been defeated yet again by Jake. Cliff Curtis and Kate Winslet will reprise their roles as Metkayina leader Tonowari and his wife Ronal, respectively, and Bailey Bass will play their daughter Syria. Payakan, the lovable Tulkun who befriended Loak in the sequel, will also return, along with his nemesis, Mick Scoresby, played by Brendan Cowell, via Empire. Scoresby lost an arm as a result of Payakan's actions, so he'll be out for vengeance. The third film will also feature some newcomers. David Thewlis plays a mysterious character, Michelle Yeoh plays Dr. Karina Moog, and Game of Thrones star Oona Chaplin plays Varang. Varang has been revealed to be the leader of the Ash People, an aggressive volcanic race of people who will be introduced in the threequel. They are one of 2 new Na'vi cultures that Cameron will introduce us to in the next film. The other is a desert-dwelling tribe referred to by the director as the Wind Traders that trade, that travels around that sort of thing, in an interview with Deadline. Wind Traders are also the name of the gift shop in Pandora, the world of Avatar, Disney World's Avatar-themed area. Coincidence or not? If you're hoping to see Vin Diesel in the new film, don't hold your breath. Producer Jon Landau has ruled him out. Vin was a big fan. He came in, dropped by the set one day to see what we were up to, and people took that out of context, he explained. Fans of Michelle Rodriguez's character, Trudy Chacon, from the first Avatar will be disappointed as well, as the actress confirmed in an interview with Vanity Fair that she does not want her character who died in the first film, to be resurrected. When I saw Jim Cameron recently, he was like, "I was thinking, what if Michelle came back?" she explained. "A lot of the other characters returned in The Way of Water. I said, you can't do that, I died a martyr. Jim, I was not supposed to return in Resident Evil. I was not supposed to return to Machete. I was not supposed to return with Letty. We can't do a fourth, that would be overkill." Avatar 3 plot. What will the plot of Avatar 3 be about? While Avatar: The Way of Water is largely self-contained, it does provide some hints as to what Avatar 3 will be about. The Sully family may have lost a member by the end of the film, but they are now part of the Metkayina clan. Jake's final voiceover indicates that he is preparing to take a major stand against the RDA to protect his family. "This is our stronghold. This is where we make our stand," he says. Unless Cameron is playing us, this suggests that in the third film, the Na'vi and the RDA will be at odds. Jake, on the other hand, is stepping away from narration in Avatar 3. Cameron has confirmed that Loak will narrate the third film, with other characters narrating the fourth and fifth. There are also mysteries to be solved in the third film, such as who Kiri's father is and why she has such a strong bond with Eywa that she can control Pandora's flora and fauna. Interestingly, writers Rick Jaffa and Amanda Silver revealed to Variety that the sequel had too much material, so it was split into 2 films. This implies that Avatar 3 will be closely related to The Way of Water. The duo has been tight-lipped about what we can expect. However, they did state that the dynamics established in the sequel, such as those between the 2 sets of parents, continue to play out in the third film. Jack Champion teased Avatar 3 a little more, saying he was very shocked by the story when he first read it. It just takes a sharp left, which isn't a bad thing. You think you know where it's going until a wrecking ball shows up, so you're like, "Oh wow, I never thought that would happen," he explained to The Hollywood Reporter. "It's fair to say we are expanding the world, and you will be exposed to different biomes and new tribes," animators Richard Banaham and Joe Letteri said at the BAFTAs. There was even the concept behind Avatar: The Way of Water. After the first one, many people wondered, where is Jim Cameron going to take it? But his idea, and he's spoken about it, is that it's a big planet with a lot of stories to tell, and I think that's what makes it so exciting. We have the freedom to explore. Avatar 3 will, like The Way of Water, put the Sully family at the center of the story. So there you have it, folks. Our first look at Avatar 3 has left us all with high expectations for the film. With James Cameron at the helm, we can only expect the best. Are you excited for the third installment? What are your thoughts on the concepts? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.